it's turned off, Jacob. Yeah, there you
All right. Okay, we're live, so. Whatever.
go. I'd like to call the special meeting for 10/30/2025. Roll call. Mike Peters, I'm here.
Jackie Bryant, I'm here.
Jason Ramey, present.
You want to turn it over to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Appreciate your time, carving out some time here for the special meeting. Quorum obviously established. I think we only have one item on the agenda, and that's Resolution 2025-011. You all had a copy of this, I think, at the August meeting, although it wasn't part of the agenda. This is a resolution related to Title VI coordinator position, or designation rather, and an ADA coordinator position, and is a necessary component to the receipt of, or the application for and receipt of a CCMG grant, so Community Crossings grant. I'll let Brian sort of explain where we are in the process, what went into the resolution, particularly over the last couple weeks on the ADA transition plan provision. So he'll provide that update for you all.
So where we currently stand is, the Community Crossing Grant used to be available twice a year, spring and fall. And then this year, they put a pause on it entirely. And then they opened up and said, we're going to issue it once per year. And it's open now, and you have 45 days to submit. So we've been put up against a tight deadline. Trent has been here with Crossroads, who we brought on board recently. We worked very closely and very efficiently. All Paiser ratings have been completed on the roadways. We've selected which roadways will be paved if we receive the grant. Everything's been identified, and then the staff were able to cut a portion of the contract cost out, doing the ADA and Title VI compliance study in-house. I believe that was like $13,000 savings in the contract. So that has since been completed. We now know where we're at as far as the width of the sidewalks, if they are ADA compliant or not, if our ramps are ADA compliant, if they have indicators at the ramps, grab bars, and that covers sidewalks, bathrooms, buildings, entrances to buildings. We've studied the entire town last week. So with all that being said, we have all the data, but now to become officially compliant with Title VI and ADA, we need to pass a resolution that states that we are a Title VI and ADA compliant town. So that's what this resolution states.
Or working towards compliance.
Working towards compliance. And I will say, we actually have a lot of areas that are compliant. We definitely identified multiple areas, but not being ADA compliant doesn't omit us from any funding. It just states we know where our shortcomings are, and we're able to address them in the future. So it's just basically saying we're good, diligent partners of our infrastructure. So like I said, all that's been done. The resolution in front of you states that we are seeking to become compliant. I believe in the resolution it also would appoint me as the Title VI coordinator, which is also a requirement to submit for the Community Crossing Grant.
And I'll speak to Title VI just briefly. I think it became more, I don't know, of an issue perhaps during the past administration, presidential administration, and this is more of a bleed over from that. Title VI is the anti-discrimination program. So you'll see language in there that, the town will not prohibit or discriminate against minority, women-owned businesses, limited English language proficiency persons in the bidding and selection of contracts for projects that will receive federal funds, of which CCMG is one of them. The state receives money from the feds, and then the state distributes money to us. And I think the state probably puts in some of its own resources as well. But that's when we talk about Title VI, that's what we're talking about. It's anti-discrimination provisions. I think we've largely been doing that already. I mean, I certainly haven't, in my time here, received any notification of any kind of discrimination, discriminatory practices. But this, of course, memorializes that, and as Brian mentioned, is a component of receipt of a CCMG grant. So, with that, we'll take questions. We've got another motion that you guys have to make after this, we'll talk about here in a second, but if you have any questions on resolution 2025-011, let us know. If not, certainly make your motion as you feel appropriate.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-011 as presented.
I'll second it.
Call.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 3-0.
3-0.
The next portion of today's meeting, again related to CCMG, when we discussed this with Trent as well, as far as signing authority or execution authority for submitting the application and doing all other things necessary to achieve a complete application to receive the funds, if we're selected. We have an ordinance, a town manager ordinance in place, I think it was passed late last year. Gave the town manager all authority within the statute for execution of agreements, contract, et cetera. But we thought, for sake of clarity, I would recommend that you all move to direct the town manager to submit the CCMG application and to execute all documents necessary for the application and receipt of funds there.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did I cross that off?
That's all I have.
Okay, so I only added one additional item to the agenda at last minute here. We have an invoice from Floor Tech for the carpet installation. That is invoice number 1266 in the amount of $14,055.37. That is all new flooring, remove of old flooring for the community building. So that invoice is in front of you for council approval to approve paying this invoice out of the $50,000 allocation for the redevelopment. I'm sorry, the community building.
I make a motion that we accept the bill in the amount of $14,055.37 to Floor Tech of Indiana for the payment for the repairs to the community building.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 That's it, Mike.
That's it? I make a motion that we bring this meeting to a close. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Don't run away, we've got